Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. We begin in the name of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Lord of the heavens and the earth, our creator, our sustainer and our nourisher. And we send salutations and greetings upon the very best of mankind, the best of creation. He is of course Muhammad Mustafa Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan, marhaba, khush amdeed, welcome, bienvenue, karibu, good afternoon and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, beloved listeners of Ramadan FM, this is Drive Time. Brother Irfhan is back for the final week of programs. How are you? How was your Laylatul Qadr last night? I hope you remembered all of us in your pious prayers and your humble du'as. Yes, it is Tuesday. We are almost towards the end of Ramadan, but these are the big nights. We're at the business end, so make sure you maximize every moment and make it count. Did you miss me yesterday? Well, I missed you. I hope you missed me anyway. You probably thought, oh God, get a day off from him now. But alhamdulillah, congratulations to LIA Trust on their wonderful fundraising efforts. But I am back again for the final three shows of this year's Drive Time. And joining me today is a very special guest. He's come all the way from Peterborough. He's a humanitarian, speaker, motivator, coach, charity fundraiser, and positivity personified. He's the founder of Unspoken, Voice for Kindness, and is on a life mission to help those who are in need, whomever they may be. I'm delighted to be able to welcome into Drive Time Brother Atiq Rehman. Assalamu alaikum, Habibi.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. I love your vibe.
Thank you.
Your vibe is so good.
I love your vibe, man.
I want to be like you.
Really? I want to be like you. Listen, Brother Atiq, Jazakumullah khair for coming in today. Especially, I know you're really busy, but coming from Peterborough, so thank you. And I don't want to say your sidekick, but your, let's say your agent, your business manager, local Leicester legend, sugar dealer, Brother Imran Ali. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Just come a bit closer to the mic, Imran. Listen, Imran, how you doing?
Alhamdulillah.
You good, yeah?
Yeah.
Mashallah, you're looking very suave today. I love the drip today.
I'm just really glad I'm not on Facebook.
we can fix that if you want. So, Brother Atiq Rehman, you are the founder of Unspoken. You do a lot of amazing, incredible work. It's all about positivity with you. Is that right?
Alhamdulillah, yes it is.
And where did that stem from?
I think, you know what, I'll be honest with you, I think, alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, I've had a good upbringing. I think it's always been in my DNA. It's always been in my DNA ever since I've been young. I've always wanted to help people. I've always wanted to be the loudest. I've always had this kind of an energy that Allah gave me. Every single person that's born, by Allah, the most kind, the most merciful, has a unique gift.
Yes.
Has a set of skills that Allah gives you, right? It took me a few years to realize I've got the biggest mouth on the planet. So I needed to use that in some kind of a good cause. And also, while you're doing this kind of thing, Allah gives you beautiful brothers and beautiful a team around you. I'll say, look, man, let's do this. You got something going here. So through my career from university, I wanted to be an actor. That I didn't complete it. Things happened, and then I went into charity. So I was with Children of Adam for 10 years. I was one of the founding members then. Learned a hell of a lot. I learned a lot. If it wasn't for the team, I wouldn't be where I am today. Then you have brothers like Imran, who've always supported us from day dot, and a lot of love for him. And he's always supported us for what I want to do. When I first started the motivational speaking company, I can still remember having a very long conversation with Brother Imran about what I want to do. And I think the path that I was on, it was kind of different. When I spoke to Imran, my vision kind of like changed. And then for the first Good Deeds 24 that we did, Imran was involved with that too.
Okay, so we'll come into the Good Deeds 24 project a bit later on. But I want to just sort of take it back to how it started. So you talked about wanting to become an actor. You went to drama school. Yeah,
so I went to drama school. At that time, I wasn't on the dean or anything like that. I lost somebody very close to me. Passed away.
Just tell us a bit, because it happened on your 21st birthday.
It happened on my 21st birthday.
So a significant moment in your life. Yeah. You had something very tragic happened.
Yeah, I lost an amazing human being on my 21st birthday, which kind of takes you back. It kind of hits you of what life is all about. Born Muslim, wasn't practicing at all. But if that never happened, I don't think I'll be
a definitive point. Then you'd say.
Yeah, I don't think the biggest change of my life was that at that moment. You kind of look into yourself thinking, what is this? I'm 21. How can somebody die? Them days, people didn't really die. You didn't know of many people that die. Like now, there's a death always, every single day. You're getting a text message. Somebody's passed away. Somebody's passed away. Somebody's passed away. You kind of got used to it. But when I was growing up, it was a very rare thing, unless we weren't told about it. But people didn't die. It was weird, you know. So alhamdulillah, through that journey, I never completed my. I didn't complete my education and stuff until now. I've just got back into it.
What are you doing?
I'll just put my name back out to my old network, and they were kind of like shocked, like, what? I said, yeah, because I'm still in touch with the people that I was working with.
Yeah.
And they said, look, because I'll be honest with you, I've always had good luck, alhamdulillah. Even with non-Muslims, at that time, I was good at what I did. I was fantastic in what I did. And they begged me to say, look, Atiq, have your time off, do your thing. Because at that moment, when this death happened, a week before that, I just got into Hollyoaks. So I did an audition and I just got into Hollyoaks. And
that would have been a big thing back
massive.
then.
It was huge for me. But Allah said, no, I'll sort it out in a minute. And then Allah put me through a test, a journey where I cannot be more thankful.
Okay.
I cannot be more thankful, you know.
Now, when I was prepping for today's program, I was, I have to admit, I hadn't come across you until Brother Imran mentioned it. Because, Imran, you called me about 2 weeks ago saying, we need to get Brother Atiq onto the radio. And I was looking through that, and you talk about your loss and how that sort of helped start your journey into where you are right now. But you also talk about a nun saving your life.
Yeah. I was on a bridge. I was crying, and I was in a very, very bad place. Something kicked off. I was out. Horrific situation happened, and we were fighting, and I was all blooded up, and you're in a bad place. You're in a really bad place.
Mentally, you were really struggling, right?
Because you don't know who to turn to, because you're so weak yourself. So standing on a bridge, just thinking, what's going on here, man? Like thinking, I want to hurt myself, but do I want to jump? Don't I want to jump? That kind of thing.
Were you really that close to jumping?
Yeah, because you imagine, man, you've been with someone, and suddenly on your 21st birthday, she's died with cancer. You're like, what is this? It's mad. You're young, you're 21, you're at the peak of your life, and suddenly your whole life changes within a minute.
Yeah.
The surgery was quite successful. It was the aftermath with the internal bleeding, when the tumor was removed.
Right.
And it was the internal bleeding that she
led
passed
to
away
the
with.
demise, okay.
An amazing individual. And while I was standing there, there's a nun behind me, Allah bless her. She's turning around and saying, help.
So she could see you.
She could see me because I was
what you're thinking of doing.
You know what the worst thing about this thing is? That bridge, that Trent Bridge, is always busy. Always busy. But when I was there was nobody there.
Wow.
And you're seeking for that someone to help. Like you're seeking for help, but nobody's there. There's nuns walking past on their little walk, whatever, and she goes, my heart hurts, help me. I was telling her, what's going on here? So I've literally jumped over to help her, and she's hugged me. She was lying.
Wow.
She used her little thing, man, and she hugged me, and she started praying, and she said, son, it's going to be okay, you're going to be okay, you're going to be okay. And I started crying. And wallahi ladim, she never gave me dawah about Christianity. I remember going to the church. They took me to the church to find out what's going on with me.
But that was just a human instinct to help someone.
Honestly, made me toast. Are you hungry? I said, yeah. So made me toast and fed me toast. Actually fed me like Mother Teresa. And I was sitting there, they said, oh, you're a Muslim, what's your name? And with her hikmah, she found out who my family was, where I was living. She did all of that. Alhamdulillah.
And did you keep in touch with her?
Of course. She was like a mother to me, man. And through her and my friends from university, they all put their student loans in, and they kicked me out, and they sent me to Saudi for my first Umrah trip.
MashaAllah.
Without knowing nothing.
So when you're at the lowest of the low, in the darkest of times, at the depths, there is always hope.
Allah is there.
Yeah.
This is going out to anybody who's in a dark place. I don't care who you are. Allah's there, man.
Okay. So we're in conversation today with Brother Atiq Rehman, joined by Imran Ali. It is Ramadan FM Drive Time. If you've got a comment that you would like to pose or a question for our brothers today, send me a text on 077 488 55055. We're talking about pure positive vibes today. So you've gone through this darkness and you're thinking, right, I have it within me to help people, to make a change. And that's when your journey or your life into motivational speaking and doing good, because you talk about you're on a mission to help others. Tell us about that mission.
It's a mission that we wake up and we want to, as a Muslim, I want to get this right, because like I'm a motivational speaker, but I'm an open Muslim.
Just tell us a bit about the people you work with, what kind of motivational speaking you do.
So when I left Children of Adam, I did 10 years of charity work with the brothers. Beautiful time. Amazing brothers, amazing organisation. I lost myself, I lost my personality, I didn't know what was going on anymore. I picked up a mic and I picked up a thing and I went into town centre and I started talking. I started doing a little bit of a talk about mental health and stuff. I watched on YouTube like a little video and I thought, let me go and do it. You got to remember, I was not born a motivational speaker. I've got no education. So I just rocked up in town centre, and that's when I got my first gig from a teacher. They go, we need you in the school.
Wow.
What's your name? What's going on?
So what were you can you remember what you were talking about?
Yeah, it was about mental health. I was just saying that, like, we're together, let's talk about something. It's okay not to be okay. I got it from YouTube, because I went on YouTube and looked at mental health and I copied one of the videos. So I made it my own. So I've gone out there and I rocked up and cussed, and since that day, I've never looked back. So it was gig after gig after gig, and my first UK tour came from that.
Mashallah. Because I'm on LinkedIn quite a bit, Imran, as you know, and you always see these high-profile coaches and motivational speakers, people like Stephen Bartlett, The Diary of a CEO, and all that kind of stuff. But it's great to see someone with real lived experience talking about it. Because part of me, I look at this stuff, I'm thinking, do you really know what you're talking about? Have you actually been on this trajectory yourself? But with you, there's that real authentic sense that I know what I'm talking about.
I think it's two things here, isn't it?
Yeah.
There is the skill, and then there's the experience, the lived experience. So Atiq had 10 years.
So tell us about how you found Atiq, or how you became buddies.
We just, with my sugar dealings.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I've known Atiq, not long, but ever since I've known him, he's been a product in the making. 10 years of working for a charity, and Irfan yourself.
Yes.
It's not easy asking asking people for money.
It's one of the hardest things there is, honestly.
But doing that in style, and doing it over and over and over again in a small community of people, people then know who you are. They know what you stand for. It's also, a platform where Atiq got to kind of really hone and find his voice.
Yes.
And it was when it was coupled with an opportunity to then go out and make a difference, he was ready. He had the experience. He had gone through that mental health phase of actually experiencing what it's like to be there. So when he speaks now, it chimes with everybody who's in that, place. Atiq talks about dark place. I mean, it's like shades of grey, isn't it? Everybody is on some level. They find themselves a bit lost.
I think that's really important, because in the last few days here on Ramadan FM, we've had Spinney Hill Drugs Association. So they're a local group here, Atiq, if you may or may not know, but they work. They're led by, it's Muslim led, and they work with our community, who with youngsters and people from whatever background who are faced with drug, alcohol addiction problems. Now, it's something which still remains quite taboo within the Muslim community in general. I don't want to go into specifics around Pakistani, Indian, whatever it might be, but it still is quite a sense of denial. What's been your experience in your work of these sorts of issues within the Muslim community?
Overcome it, dude. Like, if we sit there and we become a part of this jigsaw puzzle, we're just gonna be a piece, man.
Yeah.
And there'll always be a missing piece. So you need to walk away from this and just do what we are meant to do, the Quran and Sunnah, and with your character, what Allah's given you, and deal with every situation as an individual. Somebody's on drugs, deal with that. Forget about all of this.
So in your experience, have you come across much people who are dealing with addiction and those sorts of issues?
Every day.
So there seems to be something where I think maybe it's just unity lesson. Imran, chip in if as you wish. But what are the catalysts? What are the points? Can you see something which can say, right, these events will help, or these events will set a series of events that will lead a person into addiction? Have you seen something where you can say, right, if we focus on X, Y, and Z, then we are in a much better place to prevent people from going down that spiral, that rabbit hole?
It can start with anything, with a death, a loss, money issues. Someone can lose their mother. You got Muslims around the globe right now committing suicide because they don't know nothing. Where do you go to? Who do you go to? Would you go to a mosque today? I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If I were seeking help right now,
where would you go then?
The first thing in my head, I would not go knock on a mosque door. Do you know why? Because who's going to be there? Who's going to help you? Who's going to talk to you? This is how bad it is. Our first thing we should be knocking on a door for going and knocking on the masjid doors for seeking help. I would go. Do you know where I would go? I'd go to my dad. I'd go to my friends. I'd go to Imran. I'd go to the people that I trust to talk about what's going on. Do you understand me? So at this very moment in time, I'm saying the masjid should be so on it with the youth that they can knock on the door. And a non-Muslim should say, I know where I'm going to go. I could knock on the door of the mosque. They'll help me, but they will help you with food. They'll help you with aid. But when it comes to your mental health, there ain't no help out there, dude. There ain't no help. Unless there is, talk to me about it.
Okay, we're getting some texts coming through right now, Atiq, so I'm going to share some of these with you. Lived experience has a power that no academic course can give you. The connection through lived experience and resonating with others allows people to come together and share a moment without saying anything. We need to use our lived experiences to help others more, and it needs to be recognized as a tool for recovery. What are your comments on that? Your thoughts?
The lived experience of a power to give.
Whilst you're reading that, I'm going to welcome Riaz Khan into the studio. Riaz, wasn't expecting to see you, but assalamu alaikum, brother. Come closer to the mic.
I come to see the brother here, Atiq.
Really?
Yeah, because I've known him for years, and the transformation from what he was when I knew him to what he is now has been amazing.
He's my hero, by the way.
He's a people's person.
Yes, I love Riaz.
He's a people's person. He don't care what colour you are, where you're from, what background, if you're rich, poor, whatever, able, disabled, man, woman, he don't care. He'll help you.
And just to let everybody know that me and Riaz, we made history, man. We made history that's going to be going on. We've made it into a book. We made the most
racist,
tell him about it. Tell him about it.
The most Islamophobic person ever. You know the London terror attack that happened
5 years ago, the line of the London Bridge,
the
Roy.
Millwall fan. He goes F off on Millwall, remember? He started fighting with those extremists. This guy hated Muslims. Hated them with a passion.
Yeah.
But the brother here,
I got Riaz involved because he was from a football background. I said, Riaz, I need some help from you because you wanted to do a podcast.
he didn't need my help.
No, I did. Custom what I did. It works together. We work as a team. He hated Muslims because he got stabbed. He got attacked on the Westminster Bridge. It was a big thing. He was been on Piers Morgan show. He could not walk past that mosque. He could not hear the word Allahu Akbar because he was scared. And every right he has. So we did a podcast. I got up and Riaz involved because they're in their world, whatever. So we all together sat with him and he goes, while we're eating, he goes, can I go to the mosque, please? I said, of course you can, dude.
Yeah.
Ask him.
Amazing.
We and Riaz are in the mosque with this brother who's been stabbed up, who hates Muslim, now he's in the mosque. So me and Riaz, he wanted to watch Riaz pray. So Riaz prayed, give him a bit of dawah, and then we thought, let's do a little dua. So we did a dua in the masjid in English. He started crying. Yeah. Man started crying, dude. That is the power of dawah, because you know what? Come along. No matter how much you hate Islam, at least eat with us. Just eat with us. And all it was how many hours? 3-4 hours?
Yeah,
maximum.
That's what it took.
And we made it into his book. We made it into his book. He's in touch with me right now. He saw us in the one show. He messaged me, said, look at him, well done, man. Well done. He does not hate Muslims anymore. Whatever he does with his life is cool. But he can walk past the mosque. He can go and have halal food now. He was missing that bit. Do you know what I mean? So
this is the sort of stuff he does.
It's mad.
This is the stuff that Atiq does. That's why I love the brother, because he don't care. You don't care who you are, what you are.
Okay, I want to talk now about your recent piece on the BBC One show.
Yes.
So they did a segment on you and your team and the work that you guys were doing called Good Deeds 24.
Yeah.
Tell me what that's about and where did that idea come from?
So I was in the gym. I was with my mate Fraser. We're just chilling. We just done a workout. We're just vibing in the pool area kind of thing. And I said, Fraser, do you know what? Yeah, I'm bored of this mountain climbing bike. It's just boring, isn't it? I want to do something different. He goes, please don't come up with no crazy ideas. He don't want to do good deeds. He said, good deeds. I said, let's do good deeds for a few hours. We started with 12. Then I thought, that's a bit boring as well.
So when you say good deeds, what kind of deeds were you doing?
Anything, like anything. I didn't even know, at that time, I did not know.
Like carrying someone shopping,
whatever.
cleaning the car or something like that, yeah?
Then I said, no. I said 24 hours. Because I'm not doing it. I said, I'll do it on my own then. So I've gone home and I've thought about it. So I've got some lads together, Andy, Liam, non-Muslims. I thought, let me reach out to them first. Let's see what's going on here. It went viral. It went mad. We got a coach donated to us. We got people giving us food, aid. This is non-Muslims. So we did the first Good Deeds 24, went to London. From London, we come to Peterborough. We did women's aid, hospital toy drops, old people's of the whole lot. This year, I thought we were going to do it in the summer. I never thought about Ramadan. I'm not going to lie. Never. The one show contacted me on Twitter, Sister Farah. And I thought, the one show, so I've Googled it. Didn't even know what it was. I've Googled it. I
Didn't know what it was.
I didn't even know what it was. I've Googled it and I'm thinking, this is good, you know. Then I spoke to the team. They go, bro, what are you waiting for? We'll do the Ramadan with you.
Yeah.
You got non-Muslims, my friends, we're going to do it with you, man. So obviously you got to imagine the ones who have already done their research on me. They know who I am. They've done their research. They've loved the vibe. They go, T, we want you to be a part of this show.
Yeah.
So we've done it. And honestly, the crew was with us. We did the whole 24 hours. It was beautiful. It was Ramadan. The non-Muslims were fasting. Respect to them, because it was hard. It was so tough.
It is hard if you've not done it before.
Because they're used to water, right?
difficult.
And when they found out it wasn't even water, they were like, what? Is Allah watching us all the time, Atiq? I said, yeah. I said, yeah, Allah's watching you all the time. You can't have no water. And it went viral. And they did a very good segment. They gave us 4.5 minutes. And when I spoke to the team of the one show, it's very rare they give you that kind of time.
Yeah.
So they give you that kind of time. And even after this, they've been in touch with me. They said, Atiq, we watched this edit again and again and again. And the team goes, oh, we'll watch it again. Is this guy really a Muslim? That hurt me, man. I said, is that how bad we portray our Islam? Is this what we're known for?
Okay.
It really hit deep with me. Mm-hmm. So of course, man, I'm a Muslim, man. I look, man, I want to feel like a Muslim. I'm Allah, man. What? And then when they interviewed my friends, he goes, he's always talking about Allah. He goes, we talk about Allah in the gym. He goes, but we're different ways. We go, subhanallah, mashallah. He's really part of the clique because of your character. Do you know what the problem is now? We talk a good Islam. We can sit and get a book and read and do poetry and spoken word and all of that. All of that's great. Let me see how much of you lot, what's your action on it? We need to be active Muslims, not speaking Muslim. Forget the speaking now. We could do that. We could sort that out later. Let's not talk about taking your neighbour's bin out. Do it.
Actions speak louder than words.
Do it, isn't it, Riaz? Absolutely. Do it, man. It's all good me sitting here saying, Roy. Bring him along. I support him. Bring him. Let's do it. Riaz, you need to pull me a favour. You need to land. He goes, yep, I'm here. He's never said no to me. Even when we weren't on the deen, he's never said no to me. He's good. He's good. He's my brother for life. He's wicked. But I'm saying, if you can't trust your brothers and you can't pull in a favour from them, I don't need you in my life. I don't need you. If you're not going to get me closer to Allah, you're not going to help me give dawah, you're not going to help me be on my dream, I don't need you in my life, dude. You can do your thing. I can comfortably bring my brother Riaz right now and say, bro, man, I need you. Yep, go on. What are we doing? That's the people I want around me.
Okay, so let's talk about, so what kind of deeds will you do? Because I saw a clip and you went to supermarkets and you started paying for people shopping and those sorts of things.
So we did the...
and what was the reaction of those people?
Because the ones you have to ask their permission first, but they never told them that anybody's going to pay for your food. They never told them. So when the first reaction, they were like, what? Because cost of living. People's cost of living is mad. We would like to pay for your food. They're looking, are you sure? Of course. Pay for their food. And when this, so we did the food, we did the boxing with the Down syndrome children, which was beautiful.
Tell us a bit about that.
So I work with the Peterborough Area Down Syndrome Group, an amazing charity. And the Down syndrome children, they don't really get out that often to do boxing and stuff like that as a team. So when they get together, so this is a guy called Reese. He knocked me out twice in the charity boxing fight. Twice. So we did a charity boxing fight. Last year he beat me, and this year we did it again, and he beat me again. He knocked me out in the second round. Raised some money for him as well. So just an awareness about Down syndrome and what they're like, what their world is like. So we did this thing at the gym. My best mate's got a gym. We did the whole thing down there, and it was beautiful. Just to see them lively, jumping, doing their little thing. So we did that. We went to a school where there's autistic children. Did a little talk there and everything with the Luton crew. I'll talk about the Luton people as well. Old people's home, animal shelter. Went to give aid to the animals and stuff. We did that. Went to the town hall, give a bit of dawah, mental health, burns unit. The biggest thing this year was the makeover of a special needs place called Little Miracles. My mate Andy and Maria, they managed it. They got a whole team of people from all kinds of tradesmen, went out there, they worked so hard. And they did the all night. We did the whole night themselves. I didn't do nothing. I was probably walked around, did nothing, yeah. But Maria and Andy managed it. They got all these tradesmen in, and they redone the whole centre. It looks sick, mashallah. And these are all for special needs kids.
Yeah.
Special needs kids, they do so much fantastic work at their Little Miracles. So that's what they did. This Andy and Maria, they did all of this. And the makeover, when they walked into that place, they were like, what? They were like, whoa, crying. And it started off with us, man, Musliman. Seed starts with us, isn't it?
That's right, absolutely. Go on, Riaz.
Funding for doing all this stuff, when you pay for the shopping and things like that, do you actually get funding? Is it from your own pocket?
For our own pocket. So that is from our own pocket. Everything else was like given with aid and stuff.
Yeah.
But with the gift in kind, it's for us as well. So give sadaqah and just give it to them. They're all people, man. And it goes a long way. When the one show went out, if I showed you some of my DMs now, mate, I want to pay for someone's shopping today. I want to go and do it again tomorrow.
It's very infectious, isn't it? When you do something
is.
like that. So charity is a very infectious thing. You do good, you see good, you want to do good yourself.
And I tell you how great it is, and this put tears in my eyes, yeah? As soon as the one show was done, iftari time, I went to get some fish and chips around the corner from my yard. I've gone in there, the lady in there goes, this old lady, she said, I've just seen you.
On the TV.
I just see you on the one show. I thought, man. I said, does that mean I've got to buy you fish and chips now?
Yeah.
She's, no, I want to buy it for you. She's, I'm going to buy it for you. Wallah, check this out. She's only got a little purse. She took out all her change, man.
MashaAllah.
Honestly, I go, no. She goes, no. She said, I want to. So my order went a little bit low. I thought, I thought like,
I'll get the small portion instead.
Yeah. So like, she's paid for it with all her pennies. She's kind of hug. I say, of course she can. We hugged her up and stuff. I walked out crying. I thought, Allahu Akbar, man. This woman got nothing, man. She's got pennies in there. So I waited until she went. So I've gone back inside. I've got to the guy. Does she come here regularly? She comes regularly. So I gave him some money. As for the next 3-4 times that she comes in, you don't charge her. Just say that you'll pay whatever. Don't charge her, because I can see what was going for. But look at that. Look at that heart, dude.
Yeah.
Look at that little heart, man. Say, look, man, she was literally paying pen, and I think she was a bit short, but he winked at me because it's all right. Don't worry
about it.
So nice, man.
MashaAllah. I mean, that is incredible. It makes your heart so full.
Of course,
when
man.
people just, and you don't even look at their color, their background, their beliefs, whatever it is. But kindness, it's such a powerful, universal thing, act of humanity.
And it's free.
It's brilliant. So you're from Peterborough, Atiq. What's been the reaction like from the local community, so the people that you grew up with, that you know, but also I want you to tell me about what the youngsters, when they see you, what are they now, how are they feeling?
You're gonna laugh at this. Every morning or whatever, my videos, I always start off with, yes, my beautiful people. The local...
Is that your slogan?
Yeah.
Yes, my beautiful people.
So when I go out now in city centre or whatever, people put down the window, they go, yes, my beautiful people. So youngsters have started saying it. It's gone viral in the gyms and stuff like that. It's just amazing. I've got a lot of support from the local community. A lot of support, a lot of love. Especially with the youngsters.
What about the massages? Have they approached you to do some stuff?
Yes. Alhamdulillah, man. The local masjids have always approached me to come and do talks. I've not had anything bad. Like, I've had a lot of good response from it, because I don't tell stories, man. It's real life situations I talk about. If you don't like it, don't invite me. I'll go somewhere else.
And there must be some youngsters who might be thinking about, going down that whole get rich quick scheme doing things
Yeah,
that
yeah,
are not
yeah,
halal
yeah,
and
yeah,
thinking,
yeah,
actually, after listening to you, I know that it's not for me.
Where you gonna go? You can. I know millionaires today, yeah, that can't. I know millionaires today now they can't eat sweet stuff because of their illnesses. They can't sleep because of whatever reason they've got. The millionaires. You can't predict how long you're gonna live for. You can't. This might be our very last conversation. Allah forbid. But Allah give us all a long life because we need to do loads of good deeds. But this might be the last time that me and you talk to each other. Shall I tell you how close death is to you? I'll tell you how. I've done a talk. Can I tell a little story now?
Yeah, of course you can.
I've gone and done a talk in Manchester in a company called Talk. I won't go into the details, but I've done the talk. Everything's brilliant. There's a lady who got me at the gig. Her name's Naomi. She's got the biggest tattoo of Jesus on her neck. I've done my talk. She goes, I need to talk to you. I said, what about? She goes, I need an hour of your time. I said, can you afford to pay me another hour? She goes, just don't be stupid. Another hour, I'll pay you. I said, just feed me. I said, cool. She's going through depression. Her ex-fella saying all kinds of stuff to her. She's in depression. But if you look at her, beautiful. I go, everybody loves her in this place, yeah? But the tattoo of Jesus on her neck. So we're sitting there, and I said, look, we're friends now, right? I'll be honest with you. I said, shame on you. Should you shame on me? I go, you got Jesus on your neck, bigger than you. You were saying to the world, I'm the woman of God. And you've been like this for 2 years. I go, get off my table, man. I said, look at me, I'm a Muslim, man. We go through tests, but we don't do this. She was really? I go, look at you. I go, so I got my phone, I go, look at yourself. Isa alayhi salam on your neck. She goes, who's Isa? I said, I'll tell you who it is. So I went through this whole thing, chatted to her, had some food. She rang her mum. She said, Mum, look who I'm with. I'm with the Asian Father Christmas, Mum. She's like, you drunk? She said, Mum, you know I don't drink. She's, I've not seen you like this for 2 years. I've not seen you smile. So she goes, come round. I want to see you later. I go, no problem. I can go. Before she left, Allahu Akbar, she goes, before you leave, I want to be a Muslim.
Subhanallah.
So what? I said, you're excited. Yeah. It's like a Rocky film, innit? When you watch it, everyone's on fire. So chill. When I come back next week, we'll talk about it. No. She goes, is Jesus still going to be in my life? I go, Isa will. I said, Isa will. I go, no Muslim can be a Muslim if they don't believe in Jesus, Isa al-Islam. Okay? So I went through the whole thing, spent another half an hour. She's accepted Islam. Gone home in the morning, everything's good. I get a phone call in the morning about 10 o'clock from the another manager. Naomi passed away at 4 in the morning.
Wow.
Cardiac arrest.
How old was she?
32.
Really? Just like that?
32, she had a pacemaker.
And she accepted Islam?
Accepted Islam. Check this out though. No Salah, no Ramadan, no nothing. Allah said, Bismillah Aja. Bismillah come. With Jesus on her neck, dude. With Jesus on her neck. She's got Jannah. In our literature, in our Quran, in the scriptures that say that person who dies with the kalam of Allah, new Muslim, there ain't no salvation. You're gone. You're heavenly.
Like a newborn child.
You imagine that on the day of judgment, she's going to be raised up like that.
SubhanAllah.
With that tattoo, that in the sight of Allah is gone now. But just think about this. How guaranteed are we? Because we do a few salahs and we're doing it's your need, man. It's your heart. I can sit here and tell you how great I am, but only I know how great I am. Only I know how great I am. Do you understand me? So we have to check in with ourselves all the time. Say, are you really that great? Why are you doing it for? But every time I do a talk, I never stay there. I tell you why. Because all of these mashallah, alhamdulillah, brother, this, that.
Feeds the ego, right?
Bro, I don't need that. Because everybody wants to hear that. Everybody wants to get another follower. You go home. I did a gig the other day in the community. It was one of the biggest gigs I've did with the new graveyard. The whole of community was there. I did my gig. I said, look, I got another gig. I went and lay down at home, man. I went and lay down. Because it gets to you. Because the whole community is there. They say, mashallah, this, that. Then you think, man, I'm really great. You're not. Yeah. You're not.
Okay, I want to ask you 2 questions, right?
Go for it.
And I want you to give your unique positive approach on this, which I know you will do.
Don't make them hard, yeah?
No. Nothing to I mean,
joking.
So, I mean, what do you think are the biggest challenges facing the young Muslims of today? Well, that's the first question. And what do you think are the biggest opportunities faced young Muslims today?
Number one is social media. Social media is the biggest disease, like a cancer to us if you use it in a wrong manner, which we are. It's been used, TikToks and whatever. We're trying to get a life for the social media.
Yeah.
But if you look into social media itself, this is only a minute of their life. So that minute's over, their life goes back to crap again. People, I know professional people that wake up in the morning, they only put their shirt on, their garms on, they've still got their shorts on. They haven't even pushed their face. They've still got their shorts on, they're in there, they put their little shirt on, they've done their little video, glam, soon as it's over, they go back into bed. Honestly, they go back into bed.
They're just doing it for the.
They've done it for the first minute,
Yeah.
just to show, yeah, man, look at him, man, he's wake up in the morning, wow. But he's took off his shirt and he's gone back into bed for another, because he's depressed. Because that pays you money. That's what they do. So we're in this whole fake kind of a world. With social media, it's a good thing and a bad thing. I think there's more bad than good.
Right.
Because we can't control what we're going to be doing.
Exactly.
Following and all this kind of thing. You know what I mean? And your second question was?
What are the biggest opportunities that our youngsters have?
The opportunities wise, when I was growing up right now, when I was growing up, it was the word of mouth. He's great, game on stage, he's good, game here, game. It's word of mouth. He's good, like a builder. He's a good builder, it's a word of mouth. Today, you have the power of the internet. You have the power of educated people. You have institutes that can help. Every dream that you've got is on your doorstep. They're giving you free courses. Our families back then, even your family, everybody's family back then, they came here with no education. They couldn't read and write, but they built masjids, man. There was a lot of love in masjids. They built institutes. They should eat together from the same plate. They should cover each other's bills without them knowing, with no education. Now we are the most richest people in the world, but we're so broke. We're so broke. Our iman is whack. We're broke. Allah's given us the riches of the world, but look how selfish we are. There is nobody that's got a dream that can't pursue it. Knock on any door. Mental health, you want to be a teacher? Go. There's a course for you, free of charge. You want to be a motivational speaker? Come and knock on my door, man. I'll help you, dude. Come.
Yeah.
What is it that we have not got? But you know what the biggest disease at the moment?
Gee.
I want to be a millionaire.
Overnight fame, overnight riches, right?
Overnight, I want to start rapping. I want to do this and the other. Do it. I'm not telling you not to do that. But be real and have a job. Then do it. If this kicks off, leave your job.
That's a really important point, and Riaz, feel free to come in. But we see a lot of things where we think, okay, this person's successful, and that success is almost overnight. I had Super Saf on a few weeks ago, the YouTube content creator, and he was saying that it takes a lot of time and effort. You know, you have to put in the hard yards, the legwork. You've got to lay the foundation, build a platform before you actually. Do you think our youngsters are sort of they're taken in by this? I just need to put out a few videos and that's it.
They haven't got the patience.
Yeah, there's no sabr.
Yeah. And it's heartbreaking because so much of these guys are talented. They're talented.
Yeah.
They've got it in them. They just need to know where that is. The trick of it is find out what you're good at. Number one, find out what you're good at. Number two, that's your talent that God's given you. Then you need to find out how to make money from it. From your talent that God's given you.
Monetize it, right?
Yeah. Once you find that, every day becomes a payday and a play day. This ain't work for me. I'll wake up, I'll talk in my sleep. Do you understand me? It's like, it's your passion, right? And you got to be grateful to Allah.
Yeah.
I might be the best in the world, but I'm still a slave to Allah, man.
Subhanallah.
I'm a slave, man.
Absolutely.
I'm nothing more. And if it wasn't for Allah, I wouldn't be on this platform, And I'll rock up as a Muslim. I'll rock up to
be proud of who you are.
I have been offered a film. I got offered a film in one of the biggest companies in America. They offered me a move to America. They said I could come there for 5 years, everything, but I've got to shave my beard.
What?
Yeah. They said one condition, you got to take your beard off. The character that we want you to do is not that we want you to. I said, you could go stick it. Yeah. I don't want it. They said, what? Do you know who you're talking to? I said, I know who I'm talking to. But do you know who is in control of you and me both? Yeah. Is my Lord Allah. Yeah. I ain't coming it. I ain't doing it. So they said, it's in your religion based on intention. Can you intend
to keep a beard?
To keep a beard. Honestly, that's what he said to me. I go, nah. I said, I'm good. I said, but you can intend this. I will never work for your company. Say later, goodbye, boom. It was hard. Don't think it was easy decision for me to make because I'm broke. Because I'm broke, I work hard. But the figures were sick. This was life-changing. But because I've got a great family and I've got great people behind me, there's a cut of it. No, man, we can't compromise that deen for nobody. I'm not saying I'm perfect.
That's a test, right?
Of course it's a test.
That's a test.
Money's a test for all of us. I'm not saying by all means I'm perfect. I'm far from it. But I'm not going to sell my deen, man.
Yeah.
Say I took that offer, I took my beard off, I've done it, I've gone to the flight and I die. What am I going to say to Allah? What face am I going to show my Lord, the one that's going to give me that? The money that they offered me, I'll make it. I'm definitely going to make it, but I'll make it the right way.
That's right.
You think that Allah's going to take this away from you, not going to give you something better? I'm talking about my Lord, my Allah, the master of the universe, the one that gives us food when we sin throughout the night. The same Allah we sin throughout the day, and Allah gives you a bed. Look at the people of Syria, they're sleeping on the floor. This is your Allah, man. We do the most horrific things. Allah still gives you food, gives you aid, gives you clothes, and gives you parda, man.
Okay, time's running away from us now, Brother Atiq. We've got a 4 minutes left of the program, so I want you to quickly explain what's coming up on the horizon. What's next for
So
Atiq
the next
Rahman?
thing is 24 in 24 in the summer. We got 24 events in 24 days. I'll just give you a little bit examples. One of them is going to be, for one day, we're going to be doing Mount Snowdon blindfolded for the blind. So all the money we raise on the day will be going to the blind. Second day will be given all to autistic children. Third day we're going to visit as many hospitals in the UK in the town that we've got. So every single day we'll be supporting some charity.
Yeah.
So it'll be for 24 days. We're going to be hitting it.
And is there a website that we can go for?
We're just going to start it. The planning will be all done. I need because this is quite big. And all the support from all the cities. I want everybody to be involved in it, and I want other cities to copy it this time.
Okay.
What we do, copy it. So this time it'll be like a little bit of a viral thing that we're all doing it.
Maybe Ramadan FM can help out with some of this, yeah.
Of course, might. I don't want to hear might.
Yeah,
you should. Come on.
we'll get the guys involved in this, so we want to help promote it, and we'll talk about it as well. And lastly, what is your message for our listeners?
Don't lie to yourself, man. Wake up in the morning, and the only advice I could give you right now, and keep this because it was advice given to me, don't lie to yourself. Be so real with you. If you're broke, be broke. If you're going to have jam sandwiches, have jam sandwiches. Don't act like you're some kind of a thing that you're not. The world is temporary. Allah sees everything, and Allah will never let you down. I'll make Allah your best friend. Roll with this and talk to Allah about anything you want. Don't be shy. We're shy to speak to Allah about things. Believe it or not, the other night I asked Allah for a car. My car's going, so I said, Allah, I need a car. Don't be shy. This is your Lord, man. This is Allah. So my message is keep positive, keep your mindset going. But if you are going through depression and you are in a dark place, my Instagram is Unspoken_Atiq. I always read my messages. I always read my messages. It takes me a bit of time.
Unspoken_Atiq, ATIQ.
Yeah. Hit me up, message me, and if there's anything I could do in Leicester or the surrounding areas, whatever you want me to do, if I've got the time, I'm more than happy to rock up.
Perfect. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Atiq Rehman is here. Riaz, quickly, message from you, my friend. Any reflections on this? To come close to the mic.
Just listen to what he's got to say. Be true to yourself.
Yeah, be true to yourself.
Alhamdulillah.
Brilliant. What's the Eid plans, Atiq?
I'm just gonna chill. Like there was a sister who did the Good Deeds 24 with me, Anisa. Her brother passed away. So this year I'm not really gonna celebrate. I'm gonna support them. Casey, may Allah give him Jannat al-Firdaus.
Ameen. So, quick message coming in for you. Thank you for an amazing show. Really enjoyed it and loved hearing Brother Atiq's story. Best of luck with everything. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of your efforts.
Ameen. Love. Ameen.
What a lovely message to end on. So my thanks to you, Brother Atiq. Come and see us again. Don't be a stranger. Keep in touch. Riaz, thank you for popping in. Wishing you and your family good Eid as well. Eid Mubarak, whenever that might be. This has been Drive Time with me, Brother Irfhan. Stay tuned. We've got more coming up after the break. I'm going to be back in the hot seat tomorrow with my very special guest, Khalil Bukhari, who is a lawyer with nuclear transport. You won't have heard of him, but we're going nuclear tomorrow, right? So we're going to ramp it up a few notches, and we're going to be talking about the nuclear power industry and their push to try and get more Muslim people working in that industry. So it's going to be really interesting, something that you might not have thought of. So I can see you raising your eyebrows there, Riaz. So make sure you tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. He's coming all the way from Blackburn just to be on the program. So how about that? So we're going to be welcoming him into Drive Time. But I hope you enjoyed it. Hit us up on the socials. You know what to do. You can listen again on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, all of the platforms. Remember us in your du'as, in your prayers. These are very, very special moments, very, very special days, very, very special hours. The Maulana at the mosque yesterday was saying that Allah accepts your du'as at very specific times. So when it's coming up to iftar, please ask Allah for whatever you want. Allah is embarrassed to actually grant your du'as. So make sure you do that. I'll be back tomorrow. Stay safe, look after yourself, look after each other, be good, be kind, be positive.
Amen.
And we'll see you tomorrow.